The 10-Step Stress Solution. Live more, relax more, re-energize. Written and read by Shah. Introduction. What is stress? These days you can't turn on the television or the radio, pick up a newspaper or a magazine without someone going on about stress. And if they're not directly talking about stress, it's likely they're giving you some information that's going to get you stressed. The failing global economy, war, terrorism, climate challenges, murder, your sports team's poor results. We live in a stressful era. Possibly the most stressful period that humans have ever experienced. And stress is one of the biggest issues that modern man has to deal with, contributing to myriad illnesses, some of which even lead to death. It's a state that costs companies and our economies billions. It's something that everyone can relate to. When I tell people I work in stress management, the vast majority of people respond with, "I need some of that." If I ask a room full of people how many of them are concerned about the impact that stress has on their health, well-being, relationships, their ability to focus at work, most of them will hold their hands up and agree. Would you? Even though stress is something that we can all relate to, we've all probably experienced and are likely to be concerned about, most of us do not really understand what it is. We're ill-equipped to recognize it, and therefore to take steps to minimize its negative effects. Stress can be the driving force that keeps us on our toes and ensures we push ourselves to be the best that we can be. However, if we have too much stress, it can drive us into physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion. Therefore, we need to strike the right balance. Certainly, we can't avoid the problem. Situations arise on a daily basis that make physical, mental, and emotional demands on us. There may be decisions to be made, deadlines to be met, lessons to be learned. But as individuals, we must take stock of all aspects of our life and situations and learn to cope better. Treat stress early and your prospects are good. But ignore the problem and there's a risk that burnout may become a permanent state of affairs. Unreasonable stress affects 1 in 5 of the population, so a sensible response will be to learn to manage it better. What this book offers. This book will begin to teach you what we should all have been taught as children, how to manage stress and ensure that we're able to recognize when we're in a state of stress and be able to take the steps to change our behavior quickly. It's designed to give you some of the answers, to empower and enlighten you. This book contains a simple 10-step process written in plain English without jargon or technical language. It also includes background information about stress, plus some practical suggestions on diet, relaxation, and lifestyle changes. It's been written to give you simple, practical knowledge and techniques that will enable you to take back control of your life. I have 10 years of experience, knowledge, and expertise in stress management, gained from working with some of the leading health and well-being professionals, coupled with hands-on experience of delivering projects across the world, allowing me to gain a vast range of experience with people from a broad spectrum of industries, cultures, and environments. This has allowed me to understand some of the core common challenges that we face today and develop some powerful solutions to cope with these challenges, as well as to increase our resilience to the pressures of modern life. This isn't just another do this and your life will be amazing self-help book. Most of the information offered in these pages has been gained from personal first-hand experience. My first stressed out, on the brink of a breakdown client was myself. What qualifies me to write this book? Today, I'm happy, healthy, calm, and relaxed. I have an abundance of energy which I've used for various things, from running the London Marathon 4 times and climbing various mountains. I'm also the founder and the director of the Stress Management Society, an organisation dedicated to helping people tackle stress and one of the UK's leading authorities on stress management issues. I successfully run 3 other companies, all focused on health, well-being, stress reduction, and success achievement. I'm seen as an expert in stress reduction and relaxation by my peers. I have a wonderful team, amazing friends, and an incredible family. But it was only 10 years ago that my previous company failed. I'd started an IT recruitment firm at the age of 24 and turned it into a multi-million-pound business. I had offices in London and South Africa, a string of awards including the Shell Livewire Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?